Hey guys! So today I have 10 tips for traveling abroad or just generally traveling by airplane. So these are tips that I have learned as I have traveled abroad, and some of these I didn't know when I first traveled and I learned them along the way, and they're very helpful, and so I wanted to share my knowledge from traveling with you. So the first tip is to wear comfy clothes when you're on an airplane. And by comfy clothes, I don't mean pajamas. So don't wear pajamas on an airplane. Just wear something that's comfortable, you know, something that's kind of looser fit, soft, because some people tend to swell a little bit when they're flying. So comfortable clothes are definitely a plus. Tip number 2 is to bring some comfy socks for the flight, because you're going to want to take your shoes off and relax, and a lot of people don't realize how cold airplanes are, especially if it's an overnight flight. The sun is no longer out. The airplane's no longer getting kind of warmed by the sun. You are in a flying tin can freezing cold. So bring comfy socks that'll keep your feet warm, and also bring a little fleecy blanket if you can, because airplane blankets suck. Like they're horrible. It's like trying to keep warm with a very thin breezy sheet. You know, it doesn't work. Tip number 3, wear shoes that are easy to take off and put back on. You're going to go through security. You're going to have to take off your shoes multiple times depending on how many security points you have to pass through. And you don't want it to be taking up a lot of your time and a lot of other people's time by having to stop and unbuckle 15 buckles on your shoes. Easy on-off shoes are a great thing to have. Tip number 4, drink lots of water. I cannot stress how important it is to drink a lot of water while you're flying. You become dehydrated. So drinking water, for 1, hydrates you, and 2, helps fight off jet lag. So when you arrive at your destination, you're not as likely to feel like you're gonna fall over. So drink a lot of water. And it may cause you to have to make many trips to the bathroom, but that's okay, because that leads me to tip number 5. Get up out of your seat and move. You are on a long haul flight. You don't want to sit there 9 hours not getting out of your seat. This will cause leg cramps. This can cause more likelihood for blood clots in your legs. So just get up out of your seat, walk up and down the aisle, do some stretches, whatever you need to do, and you will just feel better. I mean, think if you're going on an 8-hour car ride. You don't sit in a car for 8 hours. You stop and you get out, you stretch your legs, you move around, you know, you go to the restroom, just all those things. So think of it like that. You don't sit in a car for 8 hours, so why would you sit in your seat on an airplane for 8 hours? You want to move a little bit. Okay, and tip number 6, snacks. When you're packing your carry-on luggage, put some snacks in there, because if you're like me, you don't like airplane food. I hate airplane food with passion. It's disgusting. The smell makes my stomach turn. I won't touch it. So I have to bring snacks. So bring some snacks. And if you're on a long layover too, snacks are great. Something to eat, and you don't have to worry about paying ridiculous prices from the airport. Just put them in your carry-on. Tip number 7, pack an extra set of clothes in your carry-on. This is really important, and a lot of people don't think about this, but what happens when your luggage doesn't happen to meet you at the end of your flight? You have to spend 2 or 3 days with stinky travel clothes. It's not nice. So bring an extra set of clothes in your carry-on. I've had this happen to me where my luggage did not meet me at my final destination, and I was fortunate enough to have the spare set of clothes in my carry-on so that I could shower and change and not feel gross until my luggage got there. So bring a spare set of clothes. It will help you. Tip number 8. I forgot how to count. 8. Um, put a copy of your itinerary and your passport in your luggage, like put it right on top, because if your luggage does get lost, they will ask you to name a few items that are inside of your luggage. You can tell them your itinerary or your copy of your passport, and it'll also have your name and stuff on it, and write like the address, that if you know the address where you're going to be staying, you can put that also on your itinerary to kind of double confirm what you're saying and where your luggage is going. So yeah, always do that. And also keep a copy of your passport with someone that you trust back home, because if you happen to lose your passport or you lose the copy that you have, you can always have that person that has it at home send it to you, because otherwise you can't get back into the country. So definitely leave a copy of your passport with a friend or family member that you trust. You can also scan your passport and send it to your email on your phone, so you can like access it just in case, like as a fail-safe. You know, hopefully you don't lose your passport. I've never lost my passport, but this is just in case. Tip number 9, bring a backup pair of shoes, because you may think, okay, I only need this one pair, these are good, I love these shoes, they're comfortable, but what happens if they fall apart, or they rip, or they get messed up some way, or they start actually hurting your feet? You need a backup pair of comfy shoes. So just bring an extra pair. They don't have to be like bulky or anything, just like little flats, whatever, and just stick them in your luggage or put them in your carry-on. Especially if they're smaller shoes, you can stick them in your carry-on. But it is helpful, and just in case, you know, your shoes do break. I've had like sandals that I loved, that I thought were perfect, break as I'm walking down the street, and so you're kind of screwed then. And then finally, tip number 10, bring entertainment. Some flights will have excellent entertainment, and you don't have to worry about ever opening your carry-on for entertainment purposes. Some flights do not. I've been on a plane where they just had a little row of little box TVs, and they were playing reruns of Friends, and you had to pay for headphones to listen to it. That was not the kind of entertainment I was hoping for. But I've also been on flights where they had personal TVs with movies and music and games and things for you to do, so you never had to open your carry-on to get your stuff. So it just depends. But bring, you know, your iPad, your iPod, a book, anything that you like to do. Also, make sure you bring headphones with this, because headphones will serve a dual purpose. 1, they will help you with your entertainment. 2, they will create a personal bubble. If you're like me, you don't like chit-chatting with the person next to you. Putting on headphones is like a universal sign of, I'm in my personal bubble, do not bother me. So yeah, bring headphones, even if you like just stick it in your pocket, like the end of the cord, just so you can have some privacy. Just so people won't bother you. It works. So, yeah. That is everything. Those are my 10 tips for whenever you're flying internationally, and you can use some of these for domestic flights, like the carry-on stuff. So yeah, I hope that these are helpful. These have always been helpful for me, and I hope that if you do use these, that you have a safe, uneventful flight and everything goes smoothly. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.